Pisces rising. You did it. You did it. You did great. You got through your birthday. You did it. You did it. No, really, like, I'm not mocking right now. Like, that's literally, I wrote down the title of your video, You Did It, before, like, hours ago, before I even recorded this. So this new moon for you is in your second house of money and access to resources and values. And so I feel like you got good things coming your way, really good things coming your way. Mars has really been fucking up your house and home and, cultural family roots for the past 7 months. So I feel like some healthy physical exercise and activity would be advantageous, just to get a little bit of, like, all of us going into Aries season are going to feel a little bit like a potato, or at least in the northern hemisphere, it's wintertime. We all feel like little potatoes right now. We're coming out of that hibernation and, like, looking like, oh, this side of the potato's soft. This side's a little hard. There's a knot over there. I don't know what to do with that. For you, I love that Aries runs your second house of money, because although you might come off as like this, like, fanciful, dreamy being, you're just like, no, money comes to me effortlessly through multiple resources. So you have a lot of excitement here. For my leaders and entrepreneurs, multiple sources of income, definitely looking into that. No, I feel like Pluto is for another conversation for another day. I've put all of the planets here for a few reasons, Pisces. I'm really referencing in which video, which one kind of pops out. I'm showing that, more than just the moon and the sun that affect, there are more energies at play. But also, like, if you have questions, please reach out directly and we can book a reading, a personalized reading that goes over your chart and exactly what it means for you. Because although you could be, you're a Pisces rising, this is a general reading, so that's set up at 0 degree Pisces. It could be Pisces rising at 27 degree Pisces, so this is going to be a different chart for you. So please reach out directly, but I just wanted to showcase, like, where the general, like, collection of planets are kind of hanging out. And this is the sun and moon about to go into your house of access to resources and money. So really plant seeds in your mind's eye, or however you do these manifestations. And again, Pisces, please reach out directly if you would like any sort of, like, hand holding. As far as, I don't believe in, like, a guru that you need to check in with all the time, but someone to give you tools to whittle your own tools. That could be me. Let me know if I can be helpful to you, friend. So, money and having fun. I want you to find a play practice. I want you to find a play practice, just like you have like a physical practice, and you have your yoga practice, CrossFit can be a practice. Like, I want you to have a play practice where you as a baby ancient can still get that internal seed of, like, if I don't do this perfectly, or if I haven't monetized it, it's not fun. Just take some pressure off. What if you finger painted with me? I legit threw away one of my canvases the other day. I was like, I'm done with you. I'm not gonna in any way try to make you to be something you're not. The more paint I add, the more it just, nope, I'm done. I threw it away. So in the middle of the night last night, I was like, oh my God, you can't get that canvas back. Like, that is somewhere, that was in an incinerator somewhere. You can't get that canvas back. You can't undo that Etch-a-Sketch, Sarah. You can't undo that. So a lot of the decisions that are being made right now are irreversible. I want to say irreparable, but that wasn't the right term, but irreversible. I've referenced a quote that Pam Gregory had in the solstice video that she did. She's an incredible astrologer. And she said, I wrote it down on the wall, the micro decisions that we make all day, we have to stop looking at them as micro decisions and looking at them as if we were playing chess. And that these, we got to look 10, 20 moves ahead. So although things are intense and somber, super somber right now, super intense, even going into Aries season, it's just, I know your knowing is knowing, and I know that I don't have to describe that. But Saturn is in your sign right now. Neptune is in your sign. These are heavy-hitting times, you know? I wanted to quote the Harry, these were dark times, Harry, dark times. These are not dark times, in my personal opinion. But the reference to Harry Potter is a seed that I will plant here. There are many incredible parallels between Harry Potter and what you're experiencing right now in this world, and what the entire universe, what the whole planet is experiencing. There's so many parallels. I love using superheroes or fantasy as, you know, a beginning step into the woo-woo, because it's very accessible for people. It's very accessible. For a long time, my generation literally was just waiting for their Hogwarts letter. So Pisces, what would you do if it showed up? And you were asked to fight a Dark Lord. But they didn't have a face. They didn't have a name. But they were behind everything that you thought you knew. So in the midst of those dark times, you know, let's really look at play. I really want to focus on Mars. I want to focus on Mars going into Cancer in a few days and really activating your house of play. Interesting. Very interesting. This card came out for, was it Cancer? Cancer or Virgo, I forget. We are at the beginning of the new world. We are at the beginning of something very magical and very special. And even if you don't understand that completely, that's okie dokie. Think of Harry's first time in Diagon Alley. Or even so much so when Hagrid is picking Harry up for the first time. Are you gonna go with him? You're gonna leave behind everything you know to be familiar? Standing up to authority is very scary. I understand that. But what if you didn't have to stand up to them? What if you were just your own authority? and we looked at the other old authorities as just another opinion, another option. I'm just going to leave that there. It is a heavier time, Harry, but you are a wizard, and you can handle anything. Anything. It's kind of like the phrase, the war is over, but the battle has just begun, something along those lines. So find joy in it, in and around it, marinate in it. Find some joy even while crying. Because you know above everyone that tears are very healing. I love you, darling. I'll see you soon.